Hello, lovely people. I know. It's been like 2 weeks or something like that. I haven't made a YouTube video for a long, long time. My girlfriend's gone to London. She's lent me her laptop. And I'm doing a video now. I can't even make game videos because for some reason her laptop doesn't play well with the software and it just crashes. So I'm as frustrated as you are, probably much more frustrated than you are. But my laptop is, for the third time in the shop, it's going to the circuit board team. I don't want it to go to a team. If it's going to a team, it's gone too far. I'm almost at the point where I'm just going to get a new motherboard. You don't care about this. Basically, at some point, hopefully soon, I'll have a laptop and I'll be able to make videos again. But until then, very sporadic videos. So this one today is a really interesting one. Nelson from Chess Vibes YouTube channel with thousands and tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, literally, of YouTube subscribers, reached out to me, asked me if I wanted to play a game with him. He's like 2,300 or something like that, and he's a national master. And we have spoken our thoughts about the game as we're playing them on his channel, so I'll link to that. And then this video is us analysing the game, like a little post-mortem after the game, and it should be a lot of fun. I lost the game, obviously. And so best thing to do is stop this video now, go and watch his video, the link's in the description, and then come back to this video and watch this one. And it was, no spoilers, but it was a good experience. Just a little update from me. I have been playing over the board games, won one last night, which is very nice. 14 moves. 14 move, first ever miniature win. That was nice. Playing against the Owens defense. And I am up to 1493 on the English Chess Federation ratings system. Still provisional because I've only played like 7 games. And I reached 1600 on rapidchess.com recently. I've been playing 10+0 games after, I've been playing no increment games and enjoying that. And it's like I get to use my speed chess ability, my ability that I built up through playing bullet games a lot. And still playing 15+10 games because it's a different beast. I can sit for 6 minutes sometimes making a move on 15+10 and not really bat an eyelid. Whereas on 10+0, you can't do that. That's ridiculous. Okay, please welcome Nelson and me. We're going to be having a chat about our game. But like I say, go and watch the other game first. I hope you're very well. I know we haven't spoken in a long time, and I will start making videos with all sorts of updates and different types of content in the future. I said content. My God, I hate that word. All right, chat soon. Goodbye.
All right. So first of all, good game. And I have to ask, was A5 a mouse slip, or did you intend to play A5?
Yeah, it was a mouse slip.
It was? Okay. Yeah, I was
if we were playing Lee chess, we'd be straight in the request take back. But no,
yeah. Sorry.
I was umming and ahhing. No, it's fine. I was umming and ahhing about whether to kick the bishop or not, and I think in doing so, I just mouse slipped.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't happy with the game really. I felt like I didn't put up any fight, and so it was just I don't know how much that's down to just you being like much better than me, so you were able to sort of usher me towards like being defensive and passive. But I've been able to be less passive in other games, so I'm just interested in that aspect as well.
Yeah. Well, and a lot of it too was, so I did random and I got white, which was just the random luck of the draw. But then you also played into my bishop b5 Sicilian, which I don't know a lot of opening theory on too many openings, but this is one that I have studied quite a bit. Nice. So that was just kind of luck of the draw. Like if you would have played any other opening, you probably would have had a better chance, right? And so I knew a lot of the ideas and I knew exactly what to kind of be thinking about. So that really helps to, the game to go in your favor. And then you add on the mouse slip, because you were playing the best moves right up until the mouse slip. And this is actually one of the main lines, I believe, where you do play A6 here. Okay. And it's an interesting one because what I was actually going to do, and it's unfortunate we didn't get to see this, I was going to play D4 here and sacrifice this pawn And it gets
Interesting.
real interesting. Yeah, it gets real
Wow.
interesting
Yeah.
because you have to be careful because of the rook, but you do have the extra pawn. If you're able to hold on to it, you can come out on top, and so
That would have
it
been
leads to
good.
some
Yeah,
really
that would have been interesting. Oh, I think I would have been quite scared of that. Like, oh
Do you
no, he's
think you
giving
would
me
have
a
taken the
pawn.
pawn?
Oh, definitely.
You
I'd have definitely taken it.
you would have taken it? Okay.
Like if
Yeah.
I would have looked at it for a while and gone, I'm definitely taking that pawn.
Right, right.
He has something up his sleeve, but at least I'll have a pawn when he shows me what's in his sleeve. Like
Right,
that's
right.
like that's got to be. I've got to take it. But yeah, I think that would have been an interesting line to look at.
Yeah, for
So,
sure.
so what's the
So
idea then? So why is what's so it's just
so,
the fact that
uh,
you have a rook, um, eyeing down an uncastled king.
it's 2 things. It's been a while since I've looked at it, so I don't remember exactly. So first of all, if you
Hmm.
take with the knight right away, you walk into d5, and then
Yeah,
it
yeah, yeah,
cuts off the bishop. So you have to take with the
yeah.
bishop. You can throw in the trade if you want first and then take
Hmm.
it, in which case I think I was gonna play knight c3 and attack it. If you didn't throw in that trade and you take it right away, I don't have knight c3. I think I'm not sure if I think I was gonna play bishop g5,
Okay.
and it's threatening to win your piece.
Yeah, yeah.
So you've
I'll
got a
probably come
couple of
back
ways
to
you can do it.
C3 or
You can
C7.
go
Sorry, C6.
you can go back, you can try to play d5 and use the pawn to defend. I think you have to watch out if you trade because this is one of the tricky lines where now you have the rook here, you have I'm threatening to just take this because the pin, and all of a sudden my knight's coming
Mm.
in, my rook's coming over, and it's just like a gambit. It's just a weird gambit
Yeah,
where you
yeah,
give
yeah.
up a pawn and you get a
Yeah,
nice
yeah,
attack.
yeah. Nice.
Yeah. So that's
Okay,
that's
cool.
all it is. And, yeah, that would have been interesting to see that. So it's unfortunate the mouse slip.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right. So A5. Yeah, I mean, it basically just doesn't do anything.
Hmm.
D4, queen B6. I think I don't know if you have to like start. I think you have to start thinking about this right away because if you wait too
Yeah.
long, what
Okay.
happens is exactly what happened in the game. The king just got stuck there, and I had enough pieces that I could,
Yeah.
you couldn't fight back basically.
Yeah.
Um, okay, engine does say knight A3 was the better move. Yeah, I was thinking about that, and I wasn't sure if I should just go straight away with the attack or if I should get another piece out first. Engine does like that. Okay, yeah, you thought quite a bit here. What were you expecting?
Yeah, just contemplating if I pushed with the if I took with the bishop, then I thought you might push
Yep,
d5,
that's exactly what I
and
was gonna
then
do. Yep,
I was just going to go back with the bishop to d7, and I thought, well, now I've got a queen sat in front of not a backwards pawn, but it looks a bit unhappy, and I have no way of challenging that. Like if I push e6 now,
yep,
you can just go c4 and just go,
right,
you know
right.
what, I'm having the center. You can't contest it. You've got no your c pawn is like passed. I've got
Sure,
a
sure.
c pawn that's passed now. It's like it doesn't look good. So I just didn't anticipate your next follow up to leave me with isolated c pawns basically.
Gotcha. Yeah, so I was gonna actually push in this case. I was gonna just throw this forward right away and jump my knight
Hmm.
in, and I
Yeah,
figured
yeah,
you're not castled. There's
yeah. Of
lots of
course.
threats here. This is coming. This bishop's coming somewhere, and it. So yeah,
Yeah.
you took with the pawn, which made sense to me. Like I understood why you did that. But yeah, then the
Mhm.
e5 was pretty powerful here.
Yeah, I just didn't see that move at all. I should like I need to get better at seeing the pawn breaks and sometimes even just the captures, and like it's one of those
Well,
things where it shouldn't be a
and
surprise that you can push that pawn.
yeah, and mouse slips are huge, right? I mean, it's a huge drawback to not
Yeah,
because I was able to trade on my own terms when I wanted to when I was ready, rather
yeah.
than you forcing the issue earlier, and so that was a big deal.
Mhm.
Yeah. So yeah, you captured. I mean, I don't really know what else you can do here at this point. Knight to d5. Yeah, because
Yeah,
it's just so slow. Maybe
I
here.
was.
I don't know if you can castle now.
Yeah, I
Well, you
didn't.
still
You know what? I
can.
didn't think about castling a queen side until it was too late,
Mhm.
and you were already coming like crazy fast with your pieces. So yeah,
Sure.
I felt like what was I looking at here? Like for a second, I thought about playing knight f4 here, but with a threat of knight d3. But I realized it was just what am I doing? I'm not castled. I've got other
Yeah.
jobs. I've got more defensive jobs to do.
Yeah.
Or like
Yeah, if you go
more
here, I was probably
development.
gonna just jump my knight in
Well, yeah.
because
So
it
then I calculated that, and then it's you're
yeah.
threatening. Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
I actually
Yep.
calculated knight c4 instead of taking my queen and then you in the
Oh,
knight.
yeah, that maybe that's even better. Yeah, maybe it is. Did you play G6 because you didn't want to open up this square? Is that why you
I
didn't go with E6 or
I
because you
played
didn't
it
want to
because I
buffer?
thought you were going to come into this to knight c4, and yeah, exactly. I didn't want you to come with the knight to b6, so that's what I was saying at that point.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But really, yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I could have taken with the bishop at that point. So yeah, it wasn't as bad as I was fearing.
Yep. So 94. Oh, engine says knight G5 is about interesting. I don't even think I thought about that. Huh.
What's the idea with knight g5?
Yeah, I don't actually know. I guess E6 probably. Like if I try to chase it, yeah, E6. And if you just ignore it, probably again E6. Yeah, C4 to kick the knight and then E6. Nope. So just adding support to this E6 move. Okay, that kind of makes sense because I was looking at E6, but I didn't want to sack it right away. So I guess knight G5 just takes care of that. Okay.
Yeah,
But
nice.
knight E4 I felt like was really good because it had so many threats. This one and
Yeah.
this one and this one and maybe even jumping over here and lets out the bishop again.
It was scary. I thought I had to go bishop g7 there because it's a mistake. But like I
think
thought
I
that.
remember saying in the video like he can't go bishop G7. He has to find some other move, and then you just
Oh, you
played
say
it.
I was like I think I have to go bishop g7 because if I didn't, then you've got knight to f6 straight away.
Yeah, knight f6 straight away. I guess maybe you could just take it. So I'd have to chase you away first and then go there.
Yeah, that's it. So that's what I was.
But
Yeah, exactly. So I was concerned that knight could be kicked on d5.
Sure. Yeah, I think you had to like defend this maybe somehow or move it. Engine saying you move it.
Okay.
Or rook d8 to defend it.
Yeah, there was too much. I was concerned with the rook just ripping open the center, or like the knight and rook combo ripping open the center. So I wasn't even thinking about my bishop being attacked as much as I was thinking about my king being attacked.
Sure. Yep. And then c4. Yeah, basically now the engine says you just have to give up the piece, play bishop e6, and allow me to just take a piece, and the game goes on. But not really much. Knight f6. Yeah, you have to take, and then yeah, maybe you could have survived a little longer if you move here, but it's not a good position.
Yeah,
right?
I didn't think about that actually. That's a good point. Yeah, I was blind to the queen coming in straight away to d6.
Yeah, I thought about playing it right here.
Yeah, but I could just castle king queen side there, I think.
Yes, exactly. And then I figured you kind of got away at that point. So
yeah, I should have like rather than I should have just been happy to go down the exchange. So I should have gone queen side castle even here. I was like, no, I can't do that because you'll fork my rooks and win a pawn. But it's like whatever, like that's not
sure. At least the game goes on here for a little while. Yep. Yeah. Good game though.
Thank you. Yeah, I was disappointed in it. Really, I felt like I don't know how. I mean, the moves you played actually. I don't know how important the mouse slip was in this particular case, but yeah, the like I felt like I was a bit disappointed to be so passive, and I think the queen b6 idea was just like, I shouldn't be playing my queen out there. I suppose straight away. What's a better move in this position? I suppose that's what I want.
So no, a6 is totally fine. A6 is totally fine. If you would have played a6, I was going to take, and then you said you were going to take, and then I was going to play d4. I think you probably would have taken the pawn.
Yeah.
I probably would have played bishop g5, and now I don't know what you have played here.
Like, I almost certainly would have played bishop back to c6, but I would have probably looked at it for a while and gone, maybe there's a reason why you can't do that.
Okay,
or why it's not great. But yeah, in the position where I played queen b6, I wonder if that was a mistake.
Yeah, right here. So I mean, usually when you play the Sicilian, if they play d4, usually you trade this pawn.
Mm.
Um, and now in this case, I already have it to recapture, but generally speaking, you trade that, especially when c3 is not here, right? Because you don't want
Yeah,
these
I
pawns
would
to be
have
able to get
traded it if
shoved
it wasn't for
forward.
c3 being there, but I sort of felt like it was. I didn't. I was like thinking I was happy to
So
keep the
that's
tension for a while,
I
and
probably
that's
would have
why one of the
started.
reasons why I played Queen b6 was because I wanted to take back. If you took the c pawn, take back with the queen,
Oh, I
but you
see.
probably
I
wouldn't have
see.
ever done that.
Yeah. So like, I don't know if you remember back in the game when you had the double isolated pawns.
Hmm.
I mean, imagine if everything was traded.
Yeah.
Like if you could trade these pawns for right now, it's easier for your position, right? You have more options. It's more open. You have more
Mhm.
moves at your disposal.
Yeah, it's a
So
very
like,
good point.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah, that's
you
a really
should have
good point. I
traded it.
like that. I like that.
Yeah, traded that first of all, and then you can continue doing normal stuff. Probably, usually you got to play this pretty quickly. You can't just leave it for too long. So I think
Mm.
if you play e6, it's still tricky. There's still a lot of options here, but generally speaking, black has resources in this position to get
Mm.
into a decent position. Yeah. So
Nice.
no, but I'm not an expert from black's perspective. I'm usually playing it from white side. So
Yeah, no, it's good. No, it's good. We'll have to play another time and get this line
yeah,
where you
yeah,
sacrifice
for
the
sure.
pawn.